So, Decay Part 2 Delirium released yesterday. And, in this video, I'm going to be going over what I liked and what I didn't like about the chapter, and how I felt about the chapter overall. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So, starting off with what I liked about Delirium. The building and the atmosphere of the chapter was off the charts. It was the scariest thing I have seen from Piggy yet. There were so many tense moments that actually had me on the edge of my seat, trying to calm myself down while I was getting hunted. It was so good. The models, the character models, you got the shadow creatures that were in the daycare bit. You had the chained. You had that tentacle rabbit octopus looking creature that was in the chase scene. All of the models, besides one which I'll get into, I really liked. And the flow of the chapter, it never seemed too slow. Sure, there were bits where it was kind of confusing, but I think that's with every Piggy chapter, honestly. There are bits that are confusing, but it was still absolutely fantastic. It was well-paced. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't too slow. It was a nice, perfect mix in the middle, in my opinion. And now, let's get on to what I wasn't a fan of. Now, again, this isn't to diss Wizard Watch Studios or anything. This is all personally just my opinion of the chapter. So, starting off with what I didn't like, I'm just going to point out the elephant in the room. The sheepy model. I am sorry, I really do not like the sheepy model. The eyes are enormous, which when they're positioned and rotated in the cutscene, it looks really strange. So that is the only model from Delirium that I didn't like. It's the sheepy model. It could have been improved. If they had kept the original Delirium model, the original Decay model for Bunny, it would have been a lot better. I mean, Sheepy, not Bunny. But they changed, the eye scales, and even the person who made Sheepy said that they must have, scaled up the eyes or something, because she didn't originally look like that. So, that's one issue that I have with Delirium. The second issue I have with Delirium is how dark it is. I was playing it on my phone because my laptop can't run high graphics, and even with high graphics supposedly having better lighting, I still had to drop my lighting all the way down. I still had to drop my graphics on my phone all the way down just so I could get a slightly better view. So that is another problem that I have with Delirium. It is extremely dark. In some cases it works because it adds to the tense feel of the chapter, but in other senses it doesn't work the best, because you've got to be able to see where you're going, but you aren't, because you've just got this thick black fog covering your entire screen. It's not fun. Especially in that chase scene that you've got to get away from the octopus rabbit weird looking thing, and you can barely see where you're going. That's something. Anyways, so the next problem that I've got with Delirium is the ending cutscene. Now, before I say anything, it isn't the animation that confuses me. Honestly, the animation is absolutely fantastic, and I applaud the Wizard Watch Studios development team for being able to animate something that looks that good, because that is absolutely phenomenal. It's a great cutscene. Now, my problem is just, it's so confusing to get your head around. Because Bunny falls through the floor. Okay, that was shown in the teaser trailer. But she falls through the floor, and she looks around for her sisters. Then she sees the decaying infected in front of her. And she's not got a crossbow. She looks for a crossbow, she doesn't have it. So then, she's prepared to start throwing absolute hands. And then, out of nowhere, Sheepy just comes over, burns up the decaying infected, and kind of just appears. Which is something I wasn't a huge fan of. Because Sheepy kind of just comes out of nowhere. Or should I call her Shiloh? Because that's actually her name. There's a thing in the second mansion in Delirium. It's medical school students, and one of them is Shiloh Sheepy or something. Can't remember the full name, because I'm not good at pronouncing names. But that's interesting that Sheepy actually has a name. But the thing as well is that Sheepy just comes out of nowhere. And then it's just a whole bunch of tension between the two of them. And then they walk away, and then it cuts to both of them being infected. Like, what was going on there, man? Like, why? So that's the reason I don't like the ending cutscene. It's very confusing. Because Bunny's not got a crossbow. So she's ready to start fighting the decaying infected. And then Sheepy just came out of nowhere with a torch. And just fucked shit up. I would have loved to see Bunny actually throw hands. That would have been peak. But unfortunately we didn't get to see that. And yeah. I would say that pretty much finishes what I didn't like for Decay and what I did like. So now just moving on to like the overall, it was fantastic. I loved the experience. It was very tense, very creepy. The chase scenes were very tense. The chain just spawning out of nowhere, and then you had to like shoot it away. That was also very interesting. I liked that mechanic. But it also had its downsides, like in my opinion, the Sheepy model, the ending cutscene, the darkness. Overall, it is one of, if not the best chapter Piggy has ever released. Probably the best, because of just how detailed it is. But yeah, those are my opinions on Delirium. If you guys disagree or you have an opinion of your own, let me know down in the comments below. And before I finish this video off, I have an itty bitty theory, which might sound like nonsense, but just hear me out. So, the Chained, if you look at it, it looks a lot like Bonnet. You know, the purple jumpsuit with the flowers on it. It's all very reminiscent of Bonnet. So, I'm thinking, if Bonnet looks like that in Bunny's mind, could the Twisted Rabbit possibly be Bunny's interpretation of her older, well not older, of Brella? Because think about it, you've got like the black pants, you've got the green shirt, and that's pretty much it. But that's just what I think. Anyways, that about sums it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.